Hey.
All right, welcome to our 14th episode, the 9th of this season. Thank you.
Oh, 14.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, John?
Well, it would be nice if somebody was listening. I guess I enjoy this project, and also I feel slightly frustrated around the fact that nobody listens. Well, not many people listen to us, and and I thought we'd reflect on some of the challenges on today's show, didn't we? Sort of how we're doing, and
I feel my energy sinking a bit when you name the poor reality of our show. And I'm reminded of that I was just checking the podcast website, and I saw we had 109 listens. But that's out of 14. That's not a lot, of course. Out of 14 episodes, but.
Well, we're joined tonight by seems the point to introduce our guest by Kamila Bialy, whose Humans of Gestalt platform has tens of thousands of listeners, right?
Right.
So Camilla's going to tell us exactly where we're going wrong, and also our other guest is Zeke Ekashvili. No, I think that's not quite right. Ekizashvili. Yeah. Who runs a Georgian language Gestalt podcast? Is it Gestalt?
Oh, yeah. The name of the channel is Open Gestalt.
Open Gestalt. And is it Georgian language, or is it just that you're based in Georgia?
It's Georgian, Russian, and English.
Okay.
Three triple languages.
And apparently Zeke has in the hundreds of thousands of listeners. So, but I think that's because Gestalt is far more. No, I'm making it up. I don't know how many listeners you have, Zeke.
It's huge in Georgia. Gestalt is huge in Georgia. As you might know. I have 11 subscribers. That's not bad. And none of them give a shit about Gestalt. That's the main point. I know all of
your
them.
mom, your dad, your cousin.
My dad is dead for 11 years already.
Oh, sorry.
My mom doesn't care. I mean, about YouTube, about internet.
Yeah.
That's the benefit, great benefit for me, that she's not listening to my stuff. And I'm so happy. And this is sincere.
Yeah. So let's do a bit of formalities. I always like formalities. I sort of needed to arrive and to ground myself. I'm Thomas. I'm living in Brussels. I'm a Gestalt psychotherapist and an aspiring Gestalt coach, leadership coach.
Hi, Thomas. Oh, sorry. Hi, Thomas.
I wasn't finished yet, John.
Oh, sorry.
And today I fucked up in a session. Yeah, it feels good to acknowledge that. It doesn't feel good to fuck it up, but well, I fucked up worse, but it wasn't really good. It was bad. Yeah. I got stuck with a client and I really couldn't get out of it. It really stuck. So I've been thinking of writing a book called The Book of Bad Therapy. And I would include, maybe not this session, but Some of my sessions. That's me. Welcome to NGV-radio.
Shame is in the field.
Yeah.
Feel it, Thomas.
Room is in the room.
Really.
What did you say, Kamila?
It's in the room. Shame is in the room.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like a bittersweetness.
Mm.
Yeah, that's well said. I like it. Bittersweetness. And who are you, John?
I'm quite messy at the moment. I was hoping you weren't going to ask me that question because I go straight to my own shame around spending too much time indulging in sexual fantasy. I love, radio listeners can't see, but I love the way you're looking at me, Kamila, with understanding and compassion. And I'm projecting onto, no, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and half my income has gone post-pandemic.
Really?
Yeah, I was getting half my money answering a telephone helpline, which was paid for by government emergency COVID funding. So, so I'm kind of a bit ungrounded, really, and the anxiety. I suppose I all of a sudden there's this uncertainty, this anxiety, and I don't. It takes up energy. And I'm not, as a consequence, I'm not really feeling. Client sessions I'm sort of going okay, you know, good one, bad one, good two, bad three, that kind of my usual rhythm.
Some for the book.
Yeah, I'll contribute 10 chapters. Yeah, I've lost my mojo or my sense of knowing what I'm doing a little bit.
You mean in your work?
In relation to NGV and stuff, and it's a quiet period. Like I guess it's a period of adjustment as it in some Western countries, people are kind of emerging from the pandemic and asking ourselves, you know, what can we do? How's it going to go? Yeah, it feels feels very quiet on my landscape. Not getting many emails. No, you know, nothing's really happening. So I'm challenged to kind of be with that.
Yeah, while you were talking, I was thinking about indeed coming out of the lockdowns is a new change. And might be obvious that it's great that we are able to see each other again, but the change also impacts people, and it's a new trend, new transition. Transitions are always hard. How are our guests doing?
I guess I have stopped for a while, contemplating of what John you've been saying about your attitude to NGV. because at the same time the learning program started, and maybe you don't have this distance that I have, and from this place where I am, I can see, yeah, that that it is an achievement already, and I'm somehow proud that. Actually, you made it. I mean, we all, but you made it. So this is just to connect, to relate to what you said. And as for me, I just wanted to be here today with you, even though I expected to be tired because it's been and is a busy week. But I wanted to connect and to really have some laugh, fun, and be together with you guys, with you, Thomas, with you, John. And it's nice that you that I can meet you, Zeke, also. I am curious of you.
Grazie.
Yeah, so it's pleasure to be here. I've missed being here. I've missed our show, Thomas, on the on Generations. We will be back. I hope. Yeah.
Sure.
So it's I'm okay. I'm with you. Over to you, Zeke.
Thank you for kind words towards the John, toward Thomas, towards me. I mean, you just kind of brought more warmness into the room, kind of felt warm. And this bittersweetness that I mentioned, and which resonated with Thomas, and kind of, I don't know, it just stuck with me right now. It is with me, and that's what I feel. Really, what I feel here with you guys, that we might be speaking, and I might be speaking about my bitterness and my sweetness also that's going on in my life right now. And man, I don't know, I feel sorry, John, that you feel you're not in forma, kind of, that's what I can kind of, it took me to my sadness when, from the beginning, I don't know, it's not like, I thought to myself, this is not the John that I know. I mean, the outgoing one, the extrovert. But it's a different shade of you that I have not experienced. And, I hope that you you might be, if there is anything we can help you, I can help you with, support you with something, I'm for it. Because it bothered me that I don't get the energy that I usually receive from you. But that's my problem, I guess. Man, it's nice to see you, Thomas. I mean, we had kind of, I mean, you didn't write a lot, but there was your couple of emails, but nothing else. So we didn't have a contact. So it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you, kind of.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you.
I was looking forward to seeing you, Zeke. Really.
Yeah, thanks. Me too.
And I want to share with the listeners that Zeke has a field of sunflowers behind his back. I think it makes me smile. Really. It really makes me feel like there's something really jolly about it. I really enjoy it. Thank you, Zeke.
With his sun hat on as well, and his red t-shirt dappled in sun.
Yeah.
You look a picture, and Tbilisi looks amazing.
Tbilisi in June.
Uh-huh.
And thank you, Kamila, that you are joining us after the long day, as I understood, after this training. So, man, about me, just a couple of words. I can kind of resonate with you, John, with this anxiety, financial anxiety, because basically I'm living of my mother's support, financial support. So I'm living in my mother's basement, like they say in the United States, back to my mom's basement. And a lot of people went back to their basements, man, in the United States, for example, in the world, I guess. The guys lost their independence. I lost my independence, for example, in the period of this pandemic, and went back, like I went back to my childhood, like to me as a boy, under my mother's protection. So no, it also feels very bittersweet for me. And looking forward, kind of, I don't see yet how can I stabilize and balance my financial situation, with the payments for the study that are coming up. So I can relate with your anxiety of of feeling poor. I'm saying, like, economically. But I feel I don't know. I feel jolly here and now with you guys. I don't know. I'm speaking about my problems, but it's not like I'm heavy.
Thanks for resonating, Zeke, and thanks for sharing your life situation. For myself, I felt like my leaning was towards the bitterness tonight, rather than being able to feel the sweet. Yeah, even though I know cognitively a lot of people are suffering out there financially and in other ways, I don't know as well. I don't see it.
I guess the word bittersweet comes back for me as a word that is quite able to define how this moment could be experienced by people. The sweetness of lockdowns opening up, and
Yep.
the bitterness of transitioning and of having lost quite some, maybe finances, maybe social connections. Maybe if I speak of myself, I've lost a lot of social connections during the pandemic. Yeah. So there is a bit of sweetness to it. That's true. Yeah, it's a good word. A good word for the show tonight. Did I cut you off, Song?
Yeah, a little.
Okay. You want to go on?
Yeah, the only thing I would go on to say is it sort of put to sort of what we're talking about, and the mood feel kind of puts me in mind of a session with a therapy client I had today, where we were taking pause to to feel some of the sadness and the loss that this client had experienced over the last year, 18 months. And I guess we were feeling those things now because we're moving out of something. So the transition gives space or supports a feeling into what has been lost.
Mm. Mm.
For me, it feels a little reversed in a way, because I got a huge amount of motivation and energy from the pandemic. I was somebody who kind of has always held a not really fitting in to the world of work and productivity and such like. Even though I worked in charities, they seemed to be sustaining fundamentally unsustainable situations, and not doing anything to change the situation, poverty or oppression in its various forms. And so the pandemic, although sure it hurt me in ways, it gave me energy. And it also gave me money. Like I had a viable existence for once, doing what I wanted to do during the pandemic. And now I feel like I'm in touch with, and my relationship was stable, because like, what else could it be, you know? And now I feel like I'm in touch with challenges that are very familiar to me, like my existential challenges that I've lived with for 45 plus years. But I sort of created this illusion that I'd moved beyond those struggles for the past 18 months. And now I'm, oh, fuck, like, yeah, kind of sobering.
Yeah, that's true. NGV's been quite busy. You've been quite busy. Yeah? Mm. The radio also started during the pandemic. We started the radio in September 2020.
The first season, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have some thoughts around what you've been saying, so I will share them with you. So about this bittersweet feelings. So yesterday I was listening to one of the interviews we've been doing for our sociological project. And the woman in this interview, she said she called this phenomenon of pandemic, one of aspect of this pandemic, as social autism, autism.
Okay.
And in a way, I like it, because I can see that, for instance, some of my clients, their problems have intensified when pandemic started and throughout this year. Even one has come back to me because of pandemic, and it is because of this isolation and so on, and being, like in a cage. And now the same client is really terrified to to go out and to travel, which was their usual way of living, to be here in the town and then travel once very often. So and this is speaking about clients, I can say something about myself, that I never saved up so much money Really, it's wow. My parents would be really proud of me. For the first time, I behaved like their daughter, like their really natural born daughter. And yeah, and but at the same time, as you said, Thomas, I withdrew so much. I mean, from real contacts, and most of my contacts were online contacts, and it was a beautiful replacement in some sense. But at the same time, yeah, I haven't been confronting myself. I haven't confronted myself with the fact that I'm really, yeah, I don't know. It's a it's a comfort zone for me to be here in my flat, and I isolated so easily. I withdrew so easily. This is my general pattern. But now slowly, speaking about transition, I want to come back, and I want to go out to to drink beer with my friends in a pub. And it has been silent for so long in me. People were saying, "Oh, we want to meet in person." I wasn't really feeling that. It was empty for me. I don't know how to put it. And now I am a bit scared, but I want to try and go out, and actually touch people and be touched, if you like. Yeah, but it is a challenge. It is a challenge, and yeah, and well, and now seeing you guys, I remember the times when we actually were able to touch one another. Yeah, we've been meeting in different contexts, Zeke, at the conferences. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're friends, yeah.
With John and Thomas. So I guess I'm starting to feel that I miss it, and yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm rambling a bit, but yeah.
As I listen to you, Kamila, and I can't let this one go. My awareness of the irony that during this closed off time, you have been hugely putting yourself out there, going out and touching people through the work you've been doing with humans, and I wonder about similarities and differences you experienced there with this process of putting yourself out there. How has that been?
Yeah.
When did you start with Humans of Gestalt?
Well, was it March or May, actually, last year? We've been planning it since January last year, and then the pandemic started, and yeah, and it was really like we launched it not because of the pandemic, but it was quickly somehow related. I mean, people started to relate the two, that we launched it because of pandemic. And it was maybe in a way a response, but not intentional.
Okay.
And it was important for me then. Go on.
How about you, Zeke? When did you start your platform?
Oh, a couple of months ago.
So that's funny. We all started something during the pandemic. Like the radio was also something we started during the pandemic, and we also had the intention to reach out to the world. So it's curious that there is this synchronicity.
Yeah,
funny that you mentioned it now. Sorry, just I will be short, but about humans, because you've been identifying me with humans, and of course it's like the art. I've been there from the beginning, and it's close to my heart. But at the same time, recently I haven't been really so deeply committed to this, and I even felt that some of its success can't be contributed to my energy. But well, this is this evaluation, John, going on all the time. But anyway, so but now when you said that, Thomas, I thought, oh, maybe actually there are other things happening outside somehow in the reality that I want to touch also. I don't know, because my energy is not that high as it was. And I've been thinking about it. I don't know. I don't have many answers. But yeah, so thank you for this idea.
Well, it brings me to a question. Maybe it's something I'm also curious how it is for Zeke with his platform. But there's like I know with the radio, I get a lot of energy from it. Like it excites me, and I often start with. Nowadays, it's more excitement than anxiety, but it gives me like a boost, and I often enjoy joking with John in the beginning and teasing each other a bit, and there's a lot of fun and excitement about it. It gives me energy, and often afterwards I experience a bit of a dip. So I'm just reflecting now myself. Is that what happens when I'm reaching out into an audience that I can't see, and I'm sort of, and that's my experience, of course, I'm sort of mustering up energy in interaction with John and our guest, but not really knowing where my energy goes to, not really knowing who or what I touch with my reaching. Yeah, I think that's just a thought I wanted to share. And how's that for you, Zeke?
No, while you were speaking, I caught myself that I just like drifted out. And while you were mentioning about the dip and the loss of energy, and I experience it as a type of like a roller coaster, emotional. You know, this YouTubing. I mean, it's like it is a YouTubing, man, like gestalting. Yeah. So being YouTuber and being in this field of YouTubing, it gave me a lot of insights regarding this field. I mean, the role of YouTuber. Nevertheless, I don't have any traffic, and there is no feedback, man. I feel alone. I feel alone there. So I started. I felt really lonely in this YouTube sphere, and I was so happy and kind of excited and shocked when I searched Kamila's channel, and man, it was like kind of, like inside, wow, Humans of Gestalt, man, somebody else is doing, is making kind of, in the same field, and it was exciting for me to see your success, Kamila, and yeah. So what I was talking about about loneliness. I mean, for me, the whole period is kind of related to this being alone and retroflection. And this fucking retroflection, man, the deep one, it's just killing me, man. I mean, I experience it as I can see the benefits of retroflection. For sure, there is. I mean, you just can. There is no chance to learn nothing without retroflecting on something. But you know, I mean, it's just too. I forgot the word. When you don't have nothing to do, what do you say when you are
bored?
Yeah, I mean the boredom, and I don't know. It's my projection on John right now, but my projection is that you feel boredom. I mean, you are bored, kind of, and I felt this boredom. I didn't have nothing to do. I mean, I had nothing to do, literally. I mean, total emptiness, you know, kind of. And then I started this channel. I've been trying to start channel. I mean, to work on YouTube. Like it's just my third time. Like third time is a charm, yeah, they say. But and I deleted a lot of stuff that I'm right now. I feel very sorry that I did it. Quite like one channel, second channel. I mean, I deleted a lot of stuff that I shot, the videos and footage. And now, little by little, I'm kind of learning to be in relation with my channel. I mean, to relate to it, to kind of to work with it as a tool, you know, to feel it, what's happening. Sure, I'm like I'm in the deepest of YouTube right now, somewhere in in the oceans deep. But it's the same. I mean, I feel what the other YouTubers might feel, and what's going on in this field. I mean, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't put you in a state of kind of frustration. It's frustrating. Yeah, the frustration very connected to success.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Frustration is connected with success, you said, or?
Yeah.
I like it. What it means.
I mean, it's for me. It's like a polarity, you know. I mean, when you're not getting. I mean, YouTube. Let's speak about YouTube channel success, for example. You know, for example, radio show, whatever you do, whatever you are into, yeah, like an art form, yeah, you are creative. We are creators here, and I can feel that we speak the same language, kind of the creators' language. And one, I was speaking to him, and I was studying film directing. I was studying film directing here in school for 1 year. It's professional study. So this guy was my tutor of the montage, and I was very, you know, from the beginning, when you start with the emotions, with this kind of uplift, yeah, and I don't know what was the discussion about, but the part of the discussion was, I said, I'll be doing my videos, I'll be shooting even if nobody's watching me. And he turned to me and said, so what is the reason? I mean, why would you do something that nobody cares about? I mean, not cares, but nobody's watching your movie, for example, or video, or whatever you do, whatever you create. And I remembered the movie about Modigliani, yeah. While nobody recognized him, but he could not stop painting. I mean, he couldn't stop it. It was the way for him, I mean, to live his life. Sure, it went to the tragedy, to drama. It killed him basically, but that's what I kind of mean by success and by frustration. If I don't know if I speak clearly.
Mm.
Well, the way I understood it was that success is getting what you want, achieving what you want, and frustration is not getting what you want.
Yeah, at some point, even success can be frustrating. I mean, at the top, when you're there,
people will write wonderful things
Imagine.
about us, Thomas, in our obituaries. You know, these innovators in Gestalt who, you know, were on the part of the first wave
you
with
go.
music, and Kamila as well in creating this innovative, you know, content. And yet, like Modigliani, you know, we have currently one listener. I love you, whoever you are.
Two
live on Facebook.
Couple
Oh, two.
man,
Is it
couple.
two now? Oh, well,
We have
mine
also
is
one listener on radio.co.
okay. Like I wonder, like, is there a way we could experiment and we could invite our listener, in brackets S listeners, to like, they may not
Give
want
feedback.
like, yeah, like I want to oh bless, Tony's just texted me and said it's me listening. It's like your mum. It's like, I mean, Tony, you're not my mum, but
Time for some chicken sounds.
Thanks, Mum.
If Tony's on, we'll play some chicken sounds.
Oh yeah, but she's on holidays, no? Ah no, she's gone.
Tony's a board member of NGV and a very close friend, and she's also a lover of chickens. Oh, apparently the 12 chickens are also listening. So
Ah.
so we're up to 13 or 14.
Hello, Tony from Georgia, Tbilisi. Hello.
and what I noticed is that once you bring in Tony, or you bring in our listener, I feel a surge of energy.
Yeah.
I was sort of dipping down and feeling. I was YouTubing down deep in Zeke's basement. and so that's curious. That brings me to what could give us energy to continue this experiment? What gives us energy to make this platform sustainable and make them long lasting?
Well, there's our other listener as well, and like if they want to make themselves known to us, I would like to appreciate them in the same manner that we've appreciated Tony.
Indeed.
And Tony says hello to Georgia, and she also says, "I'm not your fucking mum."
Yeah, exactly.
She'd be great as a mom, actually.
Tony, like if you could manage a WhatsApp call, or a phone call, you could actually ring in. You don't have to, but you know, if you wanted to.
Well, she can join the Zoom link, no?
Oh, she could join the Zoom link. That's.
I'll play some chickens in the meanwhile.
Okay. Are they happening?
Yeah, they were.
Oh,
What?
What's to say?
hello.
Hello, is this how I join in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Tony!
hello.
Oh, great!
Hello, Izzy.
Good to hear you.
Good, yeah, good to hear you.
It's good to hear all of you too. I'm just watching. If you want something life affirming, I'm just watching my big black cockerel shag one of my girls.
So we have Tony from Bedford calling, and
Right.
and I didn't catch all of that, but something about a big black cock and a shag.
Yes. That's what I'm watching at the moment. So if you've been indulging, as you say, in sexual fantasies, here's another one.
You know how my mind works, Tony. Now on most radio shows, listeners phone in with a question. So do you have a question to us, or is there's something in your personal life that you're struggling with that you'd like to share?
Okay. What is, and this is a question to everybody on the panel there, what is the naughtiest, wickedest thing you've ever done?
Oh, mamma mia.
It's funny. I'm going to sex straight away, but that's maybe not what you meant.
I don't mind. I'm leaving it open. It's wherever your mind takes you.
Okay. Okay. It's true. I'm thinking about things I've stolen when I was younger. Okay, I'll go first. When I was 16, I went to the gym because I had a back issue and the doctor sent me to a gym. So I was going to the gym. I was going there on my own. I had nobody of my age there. I was quite bored after a while. And I guess I was so bored that I started seeing what was in the pockets of the jackets in the dressing room. So one night I found a wallet in one of the pockets of the jackets in the dressing room.
You found what?
A wallet.
A wallet.
Somebody had left his wallet in the jacket because he was trusting the people in the gym. And it took me a while, but then I sort of, I took a 50 out of it.
I think this is how we get the listeners back, Thomas. and the second most naughtiest or wickedest thing you've done.
And there are 3 more people on the panel, so I'm not going to expose myself entirely.
Wow.
If any of my clients has been listening, probably I've lost him or her tonight. So,
Man, thanks for being first of all. You broke the ice. Wow. That's some story. It just came, like, visualized it. I just visualized while you were speaking about it. Like, wow, man. So, but what did you do with this? You remember how you spent it?
Reward.
I don't know, I was 16. I probably spent it on going out or buying something silly, but I did feel quite guilty afterwards. I must acknowledge. But it was mostly very, very exciting. I remember checking the wallet and then seeing the money in it, putting it back, not taking it out yet. Waiting and then like tiptoeing and then going back to it, and in the end, Is
there any process going on for you, Thomas, around sharing this live on internet?
I start to feel shame. I start to feel shame now. So first it was mostly excitement and feeling, yeah, it's exciting. I don't think I ever told anybody, and now my shame is coming up, and I feel if nobody of you is going to share anything, I think probably I'll be left with my shame.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Don't you worry about it.
I'm sort of manipulating you all into sharing something.
Don't you worry about it. Kamila is already thinking about
I'm easily manipulated in this way, you know.
her past life.
I'll give you company if you want, Thomas.
What?
I said I'll give you company if you want.
Yeah,
Go
ahead.
Go ahead, yeah.
When I was 16, between 16 and 17, I used to work at a petrol station. And towards the end of the shift, I cashed up and then did my own shift for my own thing. I used to steal about 200 quid a week when I was 16. I used to spend it on motorbikes, awful amounts of ice cream, and just titting around. And the only shame I ever felt was about potentially getting caught. But as it's a long time ago now, I don't think I will. So, and what's worse is somebody else got the blame when they found out.
Yeah, that's the best part of it.
Yeah.
So tonight, listeners, we're putting forward the best face of the international Gestalt community. And if you're a potential NGV client and you chance on this show, then
You can trust us.
We are going deep.
Deep into your pockets.
Deep into your pockets. Exactly. Deep in our closets, man.
well, mine is that I stole an amount of cannabis from a police forensic lab when I was working.
Wow, man. So far, it's number one.
That's impressive.
Well, I don't know if it means stealing from the cash till petrol station. And it's not actually my naughtiest or wickedest thing, because I'm too embarrassed to share that with you.
Okay, that's okay.
And Camilla's never stolen anything.
No.
Stealing is my second name. Come on, really. It's nothing. Yeah. Really, I mean it. Maybe this is what I can share. That stealing is not something unusual.
Oh, really?
I've been doing in my youth. Right. It's not really a problem for me.
What? Let's hear more.
What's the naughtiest thing you stole?
That's a good.
That's a good question.
A car?
No, unfortunately.
No, it's
Your house?
that's too professional.
Underwear?
Underwear. Well, let me think. I guess I once stole something from a museum.
Oh, wow.
Because it was very nice, and I was abroad, and I thought that there were no security guards around, and since it wasn't really a well protected museum in the country which wasn't really, obsessed with surveillance.
A little art museum in the center of Paris with the picture of a half-smiling woman.
So.
Not bad.
What did you steal?
Bad.
I don't remember now, but it was something like, I don't know if I'm actually not making this up now. It's the most naughty thing I've ever done.
It's such a
Thomas,
nice
do
story.
you have a police car sound effect?
Oh no, I don't. I only have chickens. I only have chickens. It's too bad. Would have been good.
No, I'm
So
good.
I like.
I'm good at lying, so this is me, not stealing, but I'm good at lying. So
You're good at lying. I wouldn't think that.
John, you know me about that. With that, I guess. So it's enough for me. I am already embarrassed.
The shame is coming up.
Oh, guys, man, now it's my turn. But,
Who are you?
yeah, man, let's speak about me. But yeah,
Well, I'm a bank robber.
I'm broke. But
Steal more.
sorry.
You need to steal more.
Oh man, I'm done with stealing. I mean, I stopped. It's over for me. But and the story is that it was recently. It's not like I was 16 or 15 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was like 42 or 43 when this was happening. When this was happening, bro. So I was with a full beard. So man, and it happened 3 times. It happened 3 times. 2 times. So 3 times I found lying on the street a credit card. Okay, so I mean, it just, you know, I don't know how anyone else did notice it, but whatever, it was right there, you know. And the first time I took it, and you know, for example, somewhere like $20, not more than $20, you can buy anything with a touch. You don't need a PIN code. I don't know if it's the same.
Yeah, sure.
In your environment. So man, my thought was just try it, you know, just for the sake of adrenaline. I swear, just if I can do it, you know. And I was all shaking while I gave it to. Oh, I didn't give it. I hold it up. She gave me a terminal, and I put the card on it, and it cashed. I got some shit. I mean, some shampoo or some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? For $20, and then I got so excited when I took this. I took this baggage, and when I went to the streets, then I ran to another store because I had a thought before this guy gonna cancel this card. I would try to get maximum. And while I was running, I was thinking, what do I need, man? I don't want to buy bullshit anymore. I need to buy something that I need. You know what I'm saying? So I got some thoughts, and to make it short, you know, I went through 3 stops, and on the first one, the cashier was looking at the terminal, and she said it denied. And then she says, and it's written here that this card has been lost, and if somebody finds it, she has to destroy it. So she's reading it to me while I'm standing there, and I just, you know, I just flew. I mean, I just ran. I ran from the store and threw away these cards. And this happened the second time. I did the same shit, and then when I decided not to break law anymore, any kind of law, I found in the supermarket, right? And the girl told me, man, you lost your card. Could you pick up your card? So I looked down, it was a credit card, one more, the third one. I was standing by the cashier while she told me that I had like $30 to pay, and I had this card in my hands, and it was my birthday. It was my birthday, man. And this temptation, you know, just to put it on the terminal one more time, you know, to give myself a gift for the birthday. And man, I didn't do it. I took it to the security. I took it to the security. That was the most that I am ashamed of. I took it to the security guard.
So I'm curious. I'm curious, just so our listeners are aware, this is a graduate of the Caucasus Institute of Gestalt and Family Therapy, everybody. So
Thank you for mentioning it.
That's fine. I work with the director. She will thank me. So I'm just curious, at what point in the story had you done your training?
Man.
It's important detail, like the right answer.
It's a trap. It's a
the
trap.
right answer, Zeke, is between credit cards 2 and 3. You've done enough group process and therapy that you just couldn't go through with it.
Yeah, man. It's as I see it, not enough. It was not enough, man.
Gestalt heals the world.
I need some more. That's what I'm doing here right now with you. I'm continuing my group process.
Yeah.
And thank you, Tony, for the great question that you just killed. You just killed this show, man.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to carry on listening, but I have to go now because I've got to put my chickens to bed.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Thanks a lot, Tony. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Tony from
I'll say
Bedford.
this thing. Lots of love. Big hugs to you all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Whew. Wow.
That was good.
Those sunflowers are killing me, man.
Yeah, probably.
I'm actually, I know I was joking with you, Zeke, but your story and all of our stories touch me. There's something, they touch on something serious for me around inequality. Like I don't know quite how much money you had when you used this credit card, but I imagine it was useful to you. I think I really do think different ethics apply. Yeah.
Yeah. Though stealing something from a museum.
I still want to know what. I still want to know
Remember what I said about my parents. True.
Yeah.
Were, you know.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
This background.
Yeah, that's a good joker. I often use it myself. If I'm really stuck, I say, remember my parents.
Well, I would just like to say to Mr. and Mrs. Bialy, if you are listening.
Bialy.
Bialy.
Bialy. Ah.
Bialy.
I
was like, whoosh. Yeah. Your daughter is a paragon of whiteness, like Snow White.
What's a paragon? It's really difficult English.
It's too much for me. But
they
John,
will understand. They will try to. It's midnight in Georgia, no?
It's 11 o'clock.
11. Okay.
Yeah. I was just thinking about the trajectory, like the road of our show. like what a roller coaster that was. Yeah. And what's on my mind is the radio needs his listeners. Is the radio masculine or feminine? The radio needs her listeners. In Humans of Gestalt, do you have any interaction with your audience, Kamila?
Was I invited here as a Humans of Gestalt representative? Okay.
You have a multiverse personality, and a part of it is Humans of Gestalt.
Yeah. This is okay. I need to somehow recognize it. Okay. Yeah, it is difficult for me to recognize it, really. But okay. So
Okay.
what was your question?
No, my question was, and I would invite you not to force yourself. If you don't feel it's appropriate to answer it. How do you interact with your audience? It's because your platform is so successful, and we would like to be as successful as the platform you contributed to.
Really, maybe so much honor goes to Heather, but that's okay. So I guess there were some seminars, also a birthday seminar. I mean, seminar is not a good word, but birthday party with people who signed up for it. Were previous interviewees.
And you also have a newsletter, right?
Again, say again.
You also have a newsletter.
Newsletter, yeah. But these are all Heather's ideas, and it's not that I don't want to recognize it, but it is like, if you want to be successful, guys, you need to ask Heather how to do it.
Okay.
I am just an instrument. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it, and I am grateful for this time with those interviewees, and maybe my energy will come back for it. Okay.
My hypothesis is without diminishing humans, which I'd dearly love to do, but that's not my intention right now. Is that I'm joking, but I imagine the majority of people who tune into Humans of Gestalt are Gestalt practitioners. I'm ready to be for the evidence to show otherwise. And when we set up NGV-radio, I think we were looking at something more like, I don't know if you come across a podcast called This Jungian Life, which is a Jungian psychotherapy based podcast, which I don't know what their listenership is, but people talk about it and people share it. And so my sense is, and they talk about, like, they have shows based on themes, they have shows based on current affairs, and my sense is that it picks up an audience outside of the Jungian psychotherapy, or even outside of the psychotherapy world. And I guess I wonder what we're all explorers in this field. I wonder whether Gestalt has something to offer that could communicate outside of its boundaries.
Yeah.
And I think about, like, there was a moment in tonight's show where I sort of let go of the fact that we only have two listeners, and I allowed myself to be with you and what we were doing, and our capacity to share what's going on in our lives, which is something I don't imagine they do a huge amount on This Jungian Life. Our capacity to stay with the sadness and the shame around that, and then our capacity to joke and have a laugh and share some of our wickedness, naughtiness. I don't know that that's enough for people to tune in, but it's enough for me to be with you. It's enough for me to be here.
Mm.
Well said, man. Well said.
I recognize the thought, like the thought of, is this enough for an audience? And I was thinking about one of the shows we did, and we did our last show was with this black British poet. Oh, blimey, I forgot his name. Can you help me?
Rick Dove.
Rick Dove. I really enjoyed the show. I mean, I thought it was a good conversation we had with him. And I thought it was not always so easy to bring our Gestalt into it. So that's a challenge that is still around for me.
What's bringing our Gestalt for you?
What you described, like talking, bringing our experience, being, well, you can use a very cliche word, bringing our authentic selves, and being open and transparent about the process we have during a conversation on a certain topic.
Relating to one another.
What?
Relating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and being in touch with the here and now of the experience, the group, the field that we're creating between us as well. For me, is something that we've done, has happened here tonight. But we all know each other to some extent, or at least we share a culture.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking about, because you asked about the show with Christine. Christine is a colleague of mine here in Brussels. She's Gestalt trained, but has a very different background also. And we talked about her poetry and about her spirituality. So we didn't talk about Gestalt at all, but we were very able to do the same that we did tonight, and to relate and to bring in the field. But once again, it was somebody who was sharing a certain culture of relating. Maybe
we need to be stronger, in inverted commas, Thomas. Like when a guest is less able to come into the here and now, maybe we are more, we intervene more, or we bring more of our own. Because like with Rick, I was quite a lot of anxiety for me, some of which was picking up on the race aspect, and I think he quite deftly maneuvered around that and went where he wanted to go, and he didn't allow himself to be pulled by my anxiety. Though I could have supported you to bring it in. I remember a moment when you were speaking about your experience about race, that we didn't manage to bring it in as part of developing the conversation. So I think maybe we could support each other in a different way.
I recalled myself now. I mean, our shows, Thomas, on generations, and the issue we had with to what extent are we going to discuss? I don't know. I don't know whether theory and to what extent we will be speaking about what is here and now in between all of us, no? That it was difficult to combine the process and the idea that we had for the show. Like these were two different layers. And yeah, like because people also want to listen, I guess. Not only they want to know how to put it. They want to know. They want to relate to some general theme, I guess, not only to the process. It is fun for us, but I guess if for the audience, it is also important that they might relate to the theme, because otherwise they are out of context. Once they relate to the theme, they may appreciate the way we deal with this theme, in a Gestalt way. I don't know, in this way you described, Thomas. Like, I don't know if it is, yeah.
Yeah, I think I can only agree with what you say. You need a team. You need a team to hold on to, and then from there you can bring in process and always bring it back to the team. But you need a team. Indeed. If you're just going to do process in a show, people will be, it's going to be odd. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I remember that there was like a tension between holding these two in the shows we did. Yeah.
Curious about your podcast, Seek. What I've not listened so far. Curious what you do to generate attention, to get people's attention, to get people to stay with you.
Kamila, what you said, exactly what what I'm going through, what I've been thinking about. I've been taught a Gestalt way, okay? So I liked it for sure. I like it, man. I enjoy it being in this Gestalt process, kind of, like you said, taking a topic, for example, I don't know, soccer, football, whatever, and just discussing it in a Gestalt way. And on my channel, I have so I diversified people. I mean, people who know me, most of them told me that that's not a way to go. You gotta stick to one like one playlist, to one topic for the channel. For example, if you so I have podcasts. I have a QA, like I get a question and I answer in a Gestalt way. I just took some questions, not that were not meant not for me, for the other psychologists. I mean, for the other guys. I didn't read the answer of my colleagues. I just took the question, just took the question of this guy, and
like what is the naughtiest or wickedest thing you've ever done? That sort of question.
Yeah. For example, no. Like a guy is asking. For example, my husband is became a religious guy 1 year ago. The woman is asking, and I am having a trouble. I'm not a religious woman, and whatever, and she's just asking some other therapist, and I am providing my point of view. So that's the other one. And also I have I have a kids for dyslexia, some video lessons, and it inspired me because my friend has a kid with dyslexia, so I wanted to reach this kid, through these lessons, and I'm teaching how to write in Gestalt way.
Oh, really nice.
Because not that I'm trying to be a Gestalt type of a tutor. It just comes out of me right now, like from you guys. I can see it the same way. You are the same way, I guess. And also I have like arm wrestling playlist where I speak to the teenagers and to the kids, also for kids, about sports. And like 3-4 years in a row I've been involved in this sport, arm wrestling, and I can feel that I got the knowledge of it, for the beginners, and I delivering it also in a Gestalt way. So that's what I'm trying to do, but I mean there is not much success, but this diversifying myself doesn't. And one more, I have a stand-up. I have a stand-up, Georgian stand-up.
This is what I saw. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that you saw it. And also I have like English and Russian stand-up. So and my stand-up also comes out in Gestalt way.
So
I saw you. Go ahead.
I just want to say that I wasn't aware it's in English. I only watched something in Georgian, but yeah, I will see in English then.
It's not online yet, but I have some
Great.
works that
Wow,
gonna be there online.
We just had a comment.
Comment.
Wow.
On Facebook, Nancy Azanasia Garancia says a hug to the three of you.
Sorry, she says what?
A hug to the three of you.
Oh.
So we're 4, so somebody's out.
Not for you, Zeke. Hey, I really want to have an arm wrestle with you on Zoom. Could we do that?
Oh yeah, cool.
I am very good at it, actually. I was very good when I was.
Can you do it?
Yeah?
You too? Yeah. No, John.
Don't start. But bro, you got it. The founder of Zoom, he spoke about it, that in the near future we'll be able to touch each other through screen.
Really?
That's what they are working on, and I mentioned it to Peter Philipson. I had a training with Peter No Nonsense Philipson. I call him No Nonsense Philipson. So he said, people not gonna use it for touching, man. They're gonna use it for sexual.
Of course.
But don't give me that nonsense of touching hands.
I'm already working on it, Zeke.
Oh, you do?
Guys, I know this is I really enjoyed the conversation, but we only have 4 minutes left to finish this 14th and last episode of second season before we go into the summer break. So anything you want to say to our lovely audience, anything you want to share, any thoughts we think are important to put out there?
There you go. That's the important guy.
Kamila is sharing her
Kamila
cat
just turned into a cat.
Yeah.
She's waiting to be walked out. They both, actually. So.
Oh man! Wow.
Okay. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Couple of more minutes. Oh man, I really enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it right now. Man, it was It was a blast for me.
It was good. Yeah, me too. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed your company, guys. I mean,
I'm not feeling tired anymore. I was really relaxed and, here with you.
and I got, and to echo what you're saying, I got my energy back. Not back, but like energy is coming. I had like deep when you guys were talking to each other, John and Thomas, about how to promote your, the radio show. That's when I had a real like deep, and then, but overall, man, wow, like energy blast.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I feel a bit inspired for the third season. It's not sure if it's going to happen yet, but
I hope so.
Sort of assuming. Looking at John.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my call, but yeah, it feels like I've appreciated the conversation tonight and the opportunity to think about what we're doing and how we do it. And maybe, maybe we can. When you were talking, Zeke, about arm wrestling and stuff, I was imagining, Thomas, we could go a bit crazier in terms of who we invite on. We could invite on young people. We could get people we meet in the street to be on it. We can be braver, maybe. Yeah. I know it all takes time, but
yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I like. I mean, I've already seen you as brave, and this is what NGV for me is. So I like what you said, John, and yes, and I am somehow honored I could be with you to this evening. Yeah, I really am. And hoping for for future shows even more crazy, inspired by Zeke fantasies also, and visionary John's and Thomas.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And I remember that I was on the first show of this season, and now I'm closing with you guys, the last one.
Exactly.
It's the last one of this season. I hope to see you guys. You together. You are like you're something special, man. You guys together.
Thank you, Zeke. Thanks. Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye.
All right. Have a good night.
Have a good summer, guys.
Yeah, good summer.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.